And Coach Powell, obviously you were in it for 3 quarters, just a tough fourth quarter and a way to end it. What's some things that when you look at that fourth quarter that you feel like maybe the team just kind of got away from?
Um, I would say in the fourth we got away from a lot except for our sense of urgency. Our sense of urgency to defend, push the ball down the floor, get set in our offense. That's what really hurt us the most. We waited till there was a minute left in the game to dive on the floor for a loose ball. And I felt like we were pushing the ball or walking the ball up the floor like we were up instead of, again, having a sense of urgency and pushing the ball. As a college basketball team, we have to be able to put the ball in the basket. Just off of the top of my head, I feel like we missed 7 or 8 wide open layups this game. For us to score 2 points in the fourth quarter, we can't beat anybody that way.
That said, and you alluded to it, it's some shots that normally fall for you guys that just weren't today. So what do you tell your team in those moments to really kind of keep them engaged when obviously it's got to be frustrating when they feel that as well when they see that on the floor?
Yeah, we just got to believe that those shots are going to go in. And if we're not believing that the shot is going in, then we got to pass the ball to our teammate. Whoever is on for that night, it's not going to be your night every night. So look for your teammate, make the extra pass. Let's try to get going by putting the ball on the floor instead of settling for jump shots.
That said, defensively, the intensity was there, and certainly the start to really set the tone. The team came out with some great energy and was able to push the ball in transition. So even though it was a tough finish, there were certainly some overall positives to take against a really tough team.
Yeah, absolutely. Southeastern is a really good team. They're very disciplined in their defense, and they do a really great job of hard helping and recovering. And so it forces us to have to make outside shots because they were taking the lane away, getting some really good contests. But again, I think it's our lack of focus tonight. And I'm just telling the girls, like, we got to believe that those shots are going to go in. We have to be focused. We have to have that sense of urgency, and we have to play, every possession like the game depends on it.
Also, Jayla certainly had a big game for you guys, especially as an offensive tone setter. And there was a stretch in the third quarter where Naja was able to hit some big free throws, and that was a spot as well where you kind of take away the confidence that, look, we got him in the penalty, you got him in the bonus with 5:10 to go. So there was a kind of a confidence that you could take away of the fact that, we can drive and really kind of force the issue and maybe get this team in foul trouble.
Right. And so again, it just goes back to, if it's not your night, let's find somebody else who's kind of, in the flow of the game. And so we're trying to let our point guard know, like, yes, we depend on you, but let's facilitate if it's not going in for you. And we didn't have many assists tonight. And so, again, we got to get back to sharing the ball.